This is Sessions with Sara Cate and Ashley, a podcast that explores the feelings, emotions, and experiences of what it means to be human in this world. This podcast is intended for educational purposes only and is not meant to replace therapeutic services of any kind. Please refer to the list of references if you need support.
And before you dive in, please like, subscribe, comment, share with anyone you think might also connect with today's session. Our goal is to reach as many people as possible, and we are endlessly grateful for your continued support. So, let's get to it.
Okay. Welcome, everyone, to another Sessions with Sara Cate and Ashley. I am Sara Cate.
I'm Ashley.
We are exercising our recording muscles again. It's been a while. It feels really nice to be back in a space with Ashley, and get to talk about some things that we're really feeling are relevant and up. So I'm going to kind of leave it there and let Ashley kind of dive in with her post-it notes to what it is that we're talking about today, Ashley.
Oh boy. Okay. I know that there are other people out there who use sticky notes a lot.
100%, 100%. It's sweet. It's endearing. It's like, if you had a landline phone. It kind of falls in the same category. You know?
Well, okay.
It's
Whatever.
good. It's
I'm
old
gonna
school.
keep
Throwbacks.
yeah, I'm gonna keep buying my sticky notes and I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep
You'll
them.
keep Post-it in business.
I literally am. I am. Oh boy.
Love it. Oh,
Um,
so good.
so we're gonna chat today about not wanting to always be okay. Or maybe I should say like not wanting to always like have it together, to be like still wanting to have softness and support around you, even though, yes, can I handle this? Of course. But I don't want to do it alone. I don't
Mhm.
have to feel like I'm the only one that I can rely on here in this moment. I want to be really embraced and loved and all of the things, right? And so just like I said, supported through
Yeah.
this process. Because I think what happens a lot of times, this is why I think, people are always like, check on your strong friends, right? Like
Mhm.
check on the ones who are always strong. And it's true because there are certain people who I'm like, My gosh, they really are so strong, right? And I don't even like using that word, but they really are. Like they appear to be so together, like they're handling it so well, right?
Yeah.
We haven't asked them if they're handling it well, right? And they may be on the other side of that, wishing the same thing. Like, yes, I can handle it. There are so many things that we can handle. And if we
Mhm.
never had anybody else to like talk to about it, we would still come out on the other side okay. But does it have to be like that? No. And
Mm.
that's what we're chatting about today.
Mhm. Yeah, what was kind of coming through was this like sense of this engagement with recognizing our strength, but the idea behind strength is like strength isn't the alone be doing it in the alone. The strength
Mhm.
is like knowing what my limit is and then asking for help,
Yeah,
right? So I don't completely and utterly deplete myself
totally.
of everything that I have.
Right.
Strength to me, and this is something I've had to have really, really struggled with in my life is asking for help
Hmm.
and knowing when I need that help and knowing what my capacity is and knowing what where my resilience lies. And oftentimes we will find yes, like Ashley said, we can get through a lot of shit. We can get through more shit than we probably even recognize.
Hmm.
And yet, how are we on the other side?
Hmm.
Right? Are we completely devoid of anything else other than the trauma or the circumstance, right? Or
Yeah.
do we kind of feel like we still have some feet underneath us because
Yep.
we asked for some help along the way?
Yep. I I, I'm a doula, right? So I always think of childbirth when it comes to this because there are
Mm,
really awful things that can happen. And those awful things, the person experiencing them can still come out on the other side feeling completely held and supported, even though, right? And so here's this instance. Could this person have gone through it and then, tumbled into motherhood and quote been okay or ha figured it out? Yeah, one, because
mhm.
females or people who have give birth are like superhumans, but
Literally.
also because there was no other choice, right? And if instead that person would have had the support, right? To just know that they're not alone, to know that there was somebody there just to listen to them. That changes the whole experience of what
Yeah.
could be a traumatic event that derails a whole bunch of other things in their life, or a traumatic event that they come out knowing, like, wow, that was intense. And I'm
Mhm.
so supported and held, and I'm able to then like build from a different place.
Mm, 1,000. I mean, what comes to mind is I have a client who's going through some cancer treatment right now,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of chemo, a lot of radiation. And the thing that she's finding in it is how much, like, she feels completely and utterly depleted in her body and in her mental fortitude and all of these things, we've done so much work noticing and paying attention to what around her is actually really supportive, and that is her community. Like
Mhm.
what friends she calls when she needs a laugh, what person
Mhm.
she reaches out to when she needs support emotionally, how her partner can show up. We've like figured out the ways to kind of express and describe what the need is.
Mhm. It's also being able to figure out like what the need is and being able to ask for it. I think
Yeah.
you said that you like struggled with this, and I have
Oh
too.
yeah.
And I struggle still a lot with like and I don't know what the word is, but like knowing that I need to ask for help, but then not feeling like, I don't know, embarrassed or guilty or like weird because I'm saying
Yeah.
like, hey, I need help, or hey, I don't know that. Because when we're conditioned to feel or believe a certain way, or maybe that's how we've just had to survive, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Coming to this point where we can then acknowledge, like, okay, I need help, but like, how
Yep.
do I ask for it and not feel,
Mhm.
yeah,
Well, I think you brought it up in the last session, right? Around when a child is crying and a caregiver does not attune or attend,
right.
that child learns to shut down
Yeah.
the need. They learn to that my need is not worthy, therefore I cannot have it. So I think at that juncture, as an infant, even we start to lose our own internal attunement and understanding of what we need because we've had to shut it down so much. So then
Hmm.
as these adults, we don't actually have access to it in some ways. We're like, people will say, tell me what you need, express what you need. But if that has never been a muscle you've ever worked
Yeah.
or were encouraged to
Mhm.
kind of discover and explore, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to articulate that. And so I always tell clients, I was like, be a moving target for a while, convey that to the people in your life. I'm learning how
Mhm.
to have needs. I'm learning what those needs are.
Mhm.
So I might tell you something today, and in a week, it might be completely different. So I'm just asking for some space
Mhm.
while I explore that. And then I even offer, like, if you have a loving, supportive person in your life who's kind of willing to do some of that work with you, you can say, prompt me in
Mm.
a moment. If you see me getting activated, if you see me getting, like kind of tight,
Mhm.
say, what do you feel like you might need right now? What do you feel like could be helpful in this
Yeah.
moment? Right. And kind of prompt me to go internal and
Yeah.
explore. My partner does this for me because I will literally walk through the house with 3 boxes, 2 bags, 7 hats on my head, looking like a bag lady. And he will be like, do you need help? And
Yeah.
if so, could you ask me for help?
Yeah.
or and now he's like just distilled it down to use your words like a toddler, where I'm like, can you help me?
Yeah.
Right? Because it's
Hmm.
like, no, I'm fine. I can do it by myself. And
Yeah.
it's like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
And if I do it by myself, I'm probably going to fall, probably going to break something. And then I'm going to be way angrier
Mhm.
about all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is so common, I feel like, especially among female um people who identify on that or that towards that end of the spectrum. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because well, Sarah Kate, you mentioned this in the last episode, like, right, we're just supposed to be okay or quiet or okay or happy, right? Like we don't have a lot of room for anything else. And so I don't know that enough, I don't know what the word is, like just enough attention is given to how to help someone or help yourself go through that process that you just described, right? Of like, I'm learning how to ask for what I need. I'm also learning because if I am the one
Mm-hmm.
and I'm this exact same way, I'll try to do everything just by myself. And then I get to the point where I'm so burnt out and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so exhausted mentally, physically, everything, emotionally, everything. And then I'm like, I don't want to be okay though. Like, I don't want to do this, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to feel like this. I want to feel like I have support, but I haven't figured out how to ask or know where to look for this support. So then what do I do? Then I'm just like stuck. Then I just like sit there and I don't really do anything because I don't know what way to look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And I think it actually shows us what we have the capacity to accomplish if we learn how to do that with support, and
Hmm.
we learn how to do that with the right care
Hmm.
and the right person kind of in our corner,
Hmm.
right? And that's, something I've been so appreciative of in my partnership is I had expressed and shared that that was an issue for me early on. Like, I will try to shoulder and soldier through everything I possibly can by myself. That hyper independence has been my safety. And there was a there was a reality to me finally feeling encouragement from a compassionate person in my life to say, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about the fact that you're hyper independent. I'm not trying to shame your defense mechanisms. What
Hmm.
I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help you see that there is also another way.
Hmm.
That's it, right? It's not even like, oh, that I'll always be here to help you. No, it's not even from that kind of place. It's from, hey, there is support if you look for it, and you can have it. You're deserving of it. You're worthy of that support.
Yeah.
And that has been such a change for my nervous system to experience, like, oh, I can be supported, and I don't have to just navigate it through, which has actually unblocked a lot of things even in other relationships, right? Like, it starts to make me reconcile kind of the other dynamics in friendships and in mentorships, or with clients, like
Yeah.
how that reciprocity and that kind of receiving opens up more in me for greater connection
Hmm.
than that kind of hyper independence or that wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. You want the card?
Sure.
Do we
So
want
Ashley's pulling from her deck this session.
I'm pulling
Which
from sorry, I got distracted. I pulled the panda card. I've never pulled this card before, so I got really excited to see what it was and forgot that you guys want to know what it is too. Um,
there's all these listeners who are like, the silence
Yeah, silence.
is
Yeah.
killing us.
Okay, so panda energy. All right,
Panda and
panda. So
BPE, big panda energy.
I just think of that song, Panda, Panda, Panda. I hope somebody knows what that is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know who sings it, but
We'll look it up later.
okay. All right. Panda is a reminder to stay focused on the abundance that exists in your life so you may continue to attract even more of it. If you ever feel like you don't have enough, let Panda remind you that everything you need already exists within yourself or around you. You have the
Mm.
ability, yeah. You have the ability to create anything your heart desires with pure intention alone. Let gratitude and appreciation be the guiding principles that lead you each day. Feel these energies in your heart and in your heart space and let positive feelings uplift you to even higher levels. Anything you wish to attract into your life will be yours as you stay aligned within your heart. When
Mm.
prosperity flows easily in and out of your life, you can use the wealth to improve, you can use this wealth to improve not only your own life, but the lives of others. Be sure to express gratitude every day and watch as the new manifestations continue to unfold. So,
I
go ahead.
love that.
I know. I know. I mean, because like I am especially appreciative that it mentioned that you can change like your own life and those around you, because that's exactly what we were just talking about. Sarah Kate gave a really good example of what happens when we're working through somebody or through something, and there is somebody in our life who is helping to enrich that along with us, right? And it doesn't have to be from a partner or a parent or a friend. It can be through mentorship. It can be through somebody's videos that you watch online that really inspire you, right? Like they're using their gifts to help you, and then you
Yeah.
get to help use your gifts to help somebody around you. So I think that is the thing that like made me so happy to hear from this card is like we're not that help. We're talking about asking for help, right? Like we're talking
Yeah.
about asking for help and then being able to receive it. And it's not just about ourselves, right? Like
Yeah.
the collective that we are a part of, we all
Hmm.
benefit when we uplift each other.
Oh my God, totally. And what the other part of that card that I think is like so spot on for what we're talking about today is was like you have everything you need in and around you.
Yeah.
Right, which I love that sense of like, okay, it is in you, and you have
Mhm.
what can you call on from your community? How can you look wider? How can you experience kind of that sense of like reaching or drawing in and receiving while also recognizing like I also have it kind of what Ashley was saying is like I've got it. I know I've got it, and I just don't want to have it all the time.
Mhm.
I don't want it to be this thing that like constantly exists in this space of independence and alone and solitude.
Right. Um, well, Sarah Kate, should we tell them why I need all the sticky notes and why I can't?
Why Ashley's brain seems to be slightly distracted. In fact, we have a sweet, exciting, joyous, I'm going to get emotional
Oh, don't, because then I will.
prize for you all
Um,
that this sweet little podcast of two, in fact, is what?
about to be a sweet little podcast of three.
Yeah! We have another
Uh,
being joining us.
yeah. So I'm currently 20, almost 23 weeks pregnant. Yeah,
Woo!
with a baby girl.
Listen, peeps, I have sat on this information. She broke it to me like so early. And I was like, how are we going to hold this?
Yeah.
Because it's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. So, I mean, we like joke about, but truly, I couldn't survive if I didn't have sticky notes right now. It's the
Oh, yeah,
craziest.
her
It's the,
brain. She's because she's creating another brain, right? So like there that takes a lot of energy. Oh my
it's
gosh.
just, I still sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, I can like logically understand why it's happening, but still sometimes I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
I know I literally just talked about that and there's nothing. There's nothing. It's blank. It's
It's
like,
gone. It flew out of my body.
it's gone.
And this is
Oh,
what is so exciting for us is that, all of these things that all these concepts, all of these things that we talk about, Ashley is now actively in changing the
mhm.
trajectory of her own nervous system and the legacy of the nervous systems that have come before her and is creating one for this sweet babe with all of these knowings and all of this wisdom. And, whatever your journey is with motherhood, be it a physical human being, be it fur babies, be it just people in the world, we always have a chance of changing
Yeah.
um, the world through ourselves by
Yeah.
exploring these concepts within ourselves so then we can offer it. And, now we're just gonna have a cute little tripod.
Yeah. I know why.
So stay tuned for exciting things. You're still keeping the name secret, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the name will be secret, even from me. I don't even know, which I
Mm.
love actually, because I love a surprise. So this is it's going to be a sweet little experiment for how this life gets to change, and we're gonna stay up to date with episodes through the new year is the plan. But if the plan needs to adjust, if the plan needs to shift, we will always be shifting and rolling with what is. So just keep that in mind that we try to bring everything we can to you, and we're living our lives out here too. So we're going to honor what we need and what especially Ashley needs in this time of creating another little life force that's going to be such a light in this world. And we are so excited.
Oh.
We are so excited.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
need it. We need goodness.
okay. Well,
Yes.
until next time, my friends,
Hmm.
take care and
Yes.
we'll see ya later.
Bye.
Bye.